Well, hello and welcome back. I know you've probably seen already a lot of videos about the amazing Nano banana, but what I wanted to do, I know it's fun. You can do figurines and you can redo your renovation and get it's pretty much a sort of a Photoshop killer. That's what they say. But today I want to cover off 6 use cases for growth marketing, and these are pretty cool. And I've built them already, so I want to show you, and you can screenshot these and you can use them yourself. So, and I'm a big believer that you don't need to build or invest in apps, right, or marketing apps to solve your problem. You can actually build it yourself as long as you're very clear in terms of what you want to achieve in terms of the output, right? And so these 6 you can easily transfer them into a full blown app like using Base 44 or Lovable. But in today's video, I'm going to show you using a minimal viable way, which is Google AI Studio. Okay, enough said. Let's go into the 6. So there's 6 just quickly before I say we're going to start with number 1, which is campaign creative at scale. And so if you go to your AI Studio, go to build, okay, and I'm going to expand this. Okay, I've already built them, so we can go through this video really fast. I don't want to take it too long of your time. The first one here, right? So this one is really about, like, marketers spend hours cracking up, AI variants, right? Especially for A/B testing. What if you can actually build, upload, copy, upload your palette, upload, some basic information, and then it generates these ads for you at scale. So imagine that, for example, you want to test 10 ads tomorrow, and you want sign off. So that's a budget back into your pocket, right? Because you're testing and you're creating very fast different types of ads for different audiences. So again, let me show you. Okay, so and again, you can screenshot these, or you can put a comment if you want these. You can use these yourself, and I'm going to put this in the show notes as well. So let's just find an ad that we're gonna upload, and say you're let me just quickly, let me just see what I've got. A couple ones here. Show all. I'm gonna go into my Loom one. Okay, so this is the Loom ad. And so I want to customize this, right? I want to add in different. I want to use the same thing, but I haven't got time to create multiple different ones for different news personas. So I'm going to say, HR. Here we go, HR director. I want it for HR director, HR leader. Okay, and the tagline I want to use is conduct interviews quickly. Quickly, or it could be something like, whatever the value proposition, quickly, and yeah, let's just start with that, right? So this one, I'm targeting HR leaders, and I want to change this to more for interviews. So hey, you can conduct interviews really fast, right? And capture insights. You can change the value pain point, and you can test this, right? You can put a series of pain points, and you can test this yourself. But in this example, let's just see, and it's going to generate a couple ad ideas. I don't know why this is so. I want to move it here so you can see it. Yeah, generate a couple of angles for the ads with the branding itself. So if this works out well, because this is how you can actually scale your creatives and A/B testing rapidly. So this is churning. I know it's taking a while, but the quality, you can see here. Look at this. Right, so you can download these. You can download, and then the first version was just like that, and then you can see here. Let's just go into zoom in here, right? Send it, show it. Miller's background, show it and send it. That's the original. Hire fast. You can see it there. Show it, send it. Conduct interviews quickly. So you can have, you see that, you know what I'm saying, right? So you have various different streamlined interviews, reduce time to hire. So it's the same ad, okay? Same ad, but if you're doing testing, you can just download this, boom, and then you're ready to go. So allow, okay? So very cool. I'm gonna add this to the show notes. You can replace this ad with another one. So I'll say clear this, you drop in another ad that you run, or same ad. Okay, let's just put it in the same ad, okay? But I'm gonna target now UX designers, okay? So you look on UX designers, get feedback on your designs fast. Okay, and then you put in fast. Okay, boom, it's going to generate. So now I'm targeting from HR people. I'm targeting who? I'm targeting UX. But you can see I'm generating these at scale and fast. I know this is trending at the moment, but it's a relative. Imagine if you go into Canva and generating these individually. Now you can use Canva and automation. You can use a spreadsheet and integrate that. But this is doing everything simultaneously in what multiple steps in really short period of time. Okay, here. So now we have the designer. So scroll in. So conduct. Oh, that's the old one. So let me go into this. Streamline. Oh, here. Streamline your sprints. Get actionable feedback. Okay, so I can actually continue to update this. Again, I've unlocked I get actionable feedback in seconds. So now I'm targeting UX, and you can see here, streamline your process, UX first. Let's change it from there. Accelerate your design reviews, get feedback fast, and again, boom. Now I'm doing it at scale, so I can download these and run my ads in LinkedIn or whatever ad platform you're using, Meta and so forth. Okay, that was number one. Let's go into number two. Let's get back to here into my so we talked about market scale. Next one is visual when you want to do outbound to your account-based marketing, right? So instead of going cold and generic outreaches, the idea is to generate a really personalized this is mostly for a SaaS B2B product sort of. You have a product, right? So you can actually engage in visuals that are very personalized to that industry. So again, enough said. So basically, instead of you setting a white paper or prospect opens up an email, it turns out it has the image of your product in their context. Okay, let's go this one. Okay, so I'm gonna do go to this app that I built. Okay, so I've already put in a pre-filled this information. Let's just assume I'm going to go into open a new browser, Sally. Okay, let me just quickly go. So this company, right? Again, I'm helping as a friend to coach them and get some ideas. So and there is you've seen this many times. I've featured it before, but it hasn't released. So anyway, it's not about this. It's about okay. They've got this product and they're targeting the account base. They're targeting workers in health and occupational safety, in particular in mines. Okay. So what we're going to do is get so assuming you've found a ICP, the company you're targeting, a little bit of the information about the company and stuff, right? So here, what the product does is a saliva portable. The value reduce, incidents because you're hydrated and you're more aware, and reduces downtime. So you just put in your value proposition, and you can do this once, and you can add in different different versions of this. But anyway, you put in your details. So here you upload the logo, your logo. So let me just go show all. Let me see the logo. So this is the logo of Sally, and I'm going to upload the product. Okay, so go back to here, upload the product. Where are we? Upload the product. There we go. Okay, so now you can imagine you can replace this with any other. So, but the whole idea is to generate a very personalized outreach banner for your LinkedIn, and you can upload this into Apollo, or you can upload into HubSpot if you're doing sequences. Okay, so this is going to generate. So what I'm hoping it generates is for the industry, the background will feature. There we go, the product. So you can see here, this is the product there. It features the product in there. So when you put it into the banner, and it can now, I can go in here and say, okay, add in other presets, right? Add in more narrow down the branding. In this case here, I've got the person name. I can customize with having their name if I wanted to. But much more important, I can actually add here, add in different variants. Okay, let's just say three different variants. Okay, so now different. different. Okay, we know what it means. Now, instead of having one image, I can actually now you can imagine I can do it at scale again. I can say, give me 10 different images. So this is going to churn. I'm going to wait. I'm going to pause this. So I don't want to be too long video because we've got other use cases to go over, but it will give me the option to put in other variants. So let's pause. Still going. It's still going. You can see it's just updating the app. It's updating the display, so the UX, and so this screen should upload or update, I should say, with the option of giving me the ability to create multiple. Okay, and so this is again finishing up. So come on. Okay, let's see what's happened here. Okay, so different variants. Let's do that again. Okay, so let's go into and put in my logo. Okay, I'm not going to change the rest of it because that's what I wanted, and put in the product. There we go. There. Okay, generate. So this, remember, the first one generated just one, but this one now is going to generate 3. You can do 10. But the point here is you're using Nano Banana or Flash 2.5 to scale. There you go, different versions of the same product at scale. I mean, you can this is pretty amazing from a use case for marketers. Amazing. I don't have to go into Photoshop and individually, but it's put in context. Okay, and let's go for the next use case. Hopefully this is all making sense. Yeah, let's just go to the next use case. So the next one, number 3, is all about events, right? Event organizers struggle to repost and pre-activity or post-activity buzz. What if we can actually upload the attendees or speakers and it generates, I don't know, figurines or trading cards or banners? So what's this about? This is all about engaging, so giving cut through. So people can actually see your event quickly, because you imagine in LinkedIn, there's a lot of events being posted by a lot of advertisers or event organizers or organizations. And so the idea here is to get that cut through. So create that sort of, let's just stop saying it, go into it now. Creating that buzz, okay? Creating that buzz. So here, what we do, you put in the speaker. So I've got some speakers. So just bear with me. I'm gonna find this person here. So there, and the event. Okay, so this is this person speaking at an event, and this is the event. Okay, so if we get in here, put a new tab. Okay, this is the event they're speaking. So imagine if I'm organizing this event, and there she is there, Louise. And so what I do is just going to get out of here because we've done this one. So let's put the speaker's details. So I'm going to go into Louise here. Okay. Again, I'm not associated with this event at all. I'm just showing you an example. Her role. So let's just say AI strategist back here. So again, these are and her company. I'm just cutting pasting at the moment. You can see nothing. I'll go here. So this is her company she's working on, and okay. So now here, upload their. So I'm going to upload her profile. I think I've got one here already. Louise, there she is. Okay, and then I'm going to upload the event itself, the event banner. So if I go back here, event banner, that's the event banner. So, and what I'm saying, event banner is this. So I wanted that sort of that branding or style a little bit. Let's generate, so it's going to generate these assets. So again, instead of having one banner that you promote, or if you're taking time to create these, you want to just feature some of these speakers, right? So the idea here is to create that buzz and to pre and post event, creating that buzz and getting the drive-through. So look at that. Here's your figurine. There's your event banner. This is another top of a portrait banner. This is a trading card. Again, I can continue to refine this, but refine this app to get it even much more narrowed down. But right here, I've got four assets I can use to re-engage my audience. Again, I can add in different download, but I can add in the download button. I can continue to learn and build this into a full-on app, and then when I know what I want, I can go into a base 44 or Lovable to make it scale. and then sell it. You can actually sell it to event organization. And that's a pretty good idea already, I think. Okay, let's get to the next one. So hopefully, see, this is all about visualization. Our next one, let me go back here. Going back to my, is about interactive reports. It's being getting your reports, your thought leadership content. Okay, so this here is all about you know that white papers are static and low engagement. What if you gave the reader one or two prompts to personalize that? So basically, I read this white paper. So basically, then they're promoting your white paper by extracting the insights of the white paper and sharing those insights in a way. So this is, you know, let's just go for this. When you see it, then you know it. Extract number 4. Let me go to number 4. Here we go. Okay, let's download this. And so this one here is quite simple. You upload a thought leadership content. So I'm going to go and upload something here that it's a demand gen, 5 tactics actually. And you can either use an image. So if you found an image that you like, you still have to read the whole let's generate that. You don't have to read the whole thought leadership content. It will generate insights based on that content that you can share. So you can imagine this being used for your prospects. So you're launching a salary guide or you're launching a new white paper. You can say, hey, generate insights from the paper so they can share it on your behalf, the insights. So here, beautiful. Look at this. Let's just zoom in. These are the insights. Instead of me reading or getting my prospect to read this detailed document, extracted and I've documented 3 insights because I said, hey, I just want to extract 3 insights. This can be shared. Now again, I can put in some dynamics around branding. I can put in some dynamics or criteria or constraints around call to action. Down you can I can put in different branding requirements, or I can put in all of them. To learn more, visit this website. Visit the URL, so it draws back people into that. So imagine this app is really targeting your prospects to say, here's my white paper. Instead of you reading the whole white paper, here use the app and generate insights that you can share about this white paper to build your personal brand. This is pretty cool. I mean, like really generating. You can take any asset that you have and get your users, your ISP, your prospects that you're targeting to actually extract insights from your own paper and share it and get them to others to download it. So probably a viral aspect to that. All right, so that's number 4. So interactive reports where your thought leadership content can be generate virality by extracting the insights for your ISP to use. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, right? So remember, just to summarize, this is where you have a thought leadership content, a salary guide, a white paper, and you want your ISP to download it, but you can actually them downloading it, but extracting insights for them to share amongst their user base or their networks. Okay, so in this case, I'm sharing, hey, extract the insights. I'm going to share these insights of a paper that I didn't write. So this is the paper. It's from here. So I just want to make sure, because it can be a little bit complex. This is the paper. So so instead of me downloading this, I can get people to not only download but extract insights for you to share. So if I'm targeting other B2B marketers, I can use this as a way to say, instead of download the paper and get extracts and insights from the paper and share it amongst your community. Great for events as well, by the way. Okay, let's go to the number 5. Okay, number 5 is really around. Let's just go into it. Every time I'm talking about it, let's go into it. So this is number 5, thought leadership. Okay, again, thought leadership visualizer. So basically, we generate a lot of content. Okay, we generate ourselves. So let's make it easy for others to create content around that appears really engaging. So if I go to an example here, so I've created a blog post. Let me go into a blog post. Let me just go into, okay, this one here. Okay, so I'm gonna, and it could be any blog post. Okay, you want to create an asset from that. So I'm gonna just copy and paste this whole thing. So And this is a good blog post, by the way. Okay, have a read of it. So go back here and paste that in. Okay, and it's going to generate a metaphor for me to use as a cover. So it will generate any thought leadership content that you have, and that's what I'm calling it, a thought leadership visualizer. So we'll visualize the insights and generate. So what it's done. So what I've asked it to do is look at the blog post, whatever that is, extract the key elements or what the image should look like, and then generate an image that I can use. So hopefully this generates a visual, and then again I'm going to move this here, a visual that so there you go. This whole blog post is about different techniques used in the funnel. Okay, so now I can use this instantly in my blog post. So it generates another image I can generate add to my blog post. So replacing this into a different engaging image, so I can have multiple images or multiple call outs to encourage people to read my blog post. Does it make sense? So basically, if you have a lot of content that you have generated, a white paper, blog post on your site, you can use now a tool like Google AI Studio to generate thought leadership visuals, so you can repost, reuse that asset. So because again, you want to engage in those users, right? And so we have one blog post where you can have different visuals to schedule those, so you can continue to go, I didn't see that blog post because there's a different visual to it. Okay, so again, it's a metaphor, so it's not supposed to be an infographic. Now I hope that makes sense. Again, that's number 5. Number 4, or number 6, I should say, is the last one. The last one is pretty cool as well. This is really around building avatars, and let me look at that. So where's my number 6? Number 6 is my avatars first. Okay, so as you know, marketers, we want to target specific avatars or personas. This will generate different types, so you can use it in your workshop. So you can have your, when you have a persona ISP, you want to have a realistic image or graphic. So in this case, I've got here, I'm targeting a chief, one of my personas is a chief financial officer in a specific industry. So I can, again, change the seniority and the size, so depending on the size of the organization. So let me just, and this is, I want to create a persona for a chief financial officer. Okay, for and finance, C-suite, and this is the market. So these are the goals I'm trying to achieve. These are the challenges this person will face. This is already generated. So, and I can do 2 different variants. Okay, so let me just do this. Let's try another one. Okay, so this is avatar that I can use, and then rewrite all the elements, the pain points, the tasks or jobs to be done. But let me just give you like a software engineer, okay, in property, prop tech, okay, industry. Let's say he's just a contributor. The goal is to, let's make it smaller. Let's do a startup. Yeah, let's do a startup. Drive digital transformation. The goal is to develop apps for the property tech startup. No, that's not the best startup. Challenges, gathering requirements, and these are some of the, again, these will come out of your ISP requirements. That's not spelled. Requirements and release product fast. Okay. And what I'm going to use, so I can make a figurine. I can make it. Let's make a real and different. I'll make 3 versions of a real photo. I'll show this fast. I should say that less fast, but faster. This will generate. Oh my God, releasing product fast. I'll have to probably regenerate. So there we go. These are personas I can use, to add into my ISP personas or whatever. So I'm generating really fast persona profiles. I can actually say, okay, now I don't want that. I want make it fun. Okay, figurines for a startup. So you can imagine you can create these figurines and print them out so you can actually visualize your persona that you're targeting. So these are your personas for a software developer in the property tech. So we could say here let's just say fintech, financial, okay, construction, individual developing for construction. Okay, and so these are figurines, and let's see what else I got here. Let's try illustrated. Okay, so now I'm creating different personas. So same persona, sorry, but I want to create the avatar for it. So I can add it into my ISP profile snapshot. Again, so here we go. Different. This is for construction. You can see construction in the background. I can use it, and then if I can, change this to again. I love the figurines. Just bring it. You can print these out, 3D print, and I've covered 3D printing in previous videos, Tropo, and have a look at that. So now I've got a 3D printout of a persona that we're targeting. If I worked at a startup that is targeting fintech. Oh wow, that was a lot, wasn't it? That was only 26 minutes already. So the whole idea is go back to what we talked about here is using Nano Banana or Flash 2.5 for your demand gen growth marketing, and we covered off creating campaigns at scale. We covered our visual outreaches, that is personalized. I like that one actually. Avatars, events generating, so you can promote your events in different contexts, all at scale. Thought leadership, so you get your blog post, and you're going to actually create different metaphors for your blog post. And then the last one was around thought leadership insight generator. So basically, you have a salary guide, you have a white paper that you offer, and then you say, hey, extract insights for this and share those insights branded already. And you can have call to action down and get others to download the full report as well, or full leadership content. Whoa, that was a lot, right? I hope you found that was useful, but there are some 6 use cases you can use, and I'm going to share these links so you can have a go and clone it and copy it and do your own thing. Okay, guys, thanks very much. I hope that was useful, and stay tuned for the next episode. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, follow, like, because it helps, again, the algorithm, you probably know this, and helps me build more of these, think about better videos to build or create for you guys. Take care, and talk to you, or see you soon. You see me soon on the next video.